Is that it up there? Is this it?
I don't know, man. We're just gonna have to find out. Whoa.
Holy shit, dude.
Sup?
What?
She could sit on your face and read to you.
What?
Smooth jazz.
And then right as she was about to run into him, I was like, turn.
Ankles shattered.
That's how champions are made.
That's metal as fuck.
Come out and play, yeah.
I wasn't warmed up at all.
I've got a tiny waist and a thick booty.
Mine's 9.
Do you have a muffin top? Yum.
Hum.
She comes down the stairs, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
You shut that baby the fuck up.
He's just like, oh, she's crying. She's broken. Like,
Burr. You gotta show the sex part.
doesn't read, so how did he get smart? But
Palm the balls.
anyway,
Poke your head through this hole.
I love pudding.
That part of America, best part of America.
On some snacks. You might hear some crackling, happening.
Snacky snacks.
Snaggy snacks.
Snacks.
What are you snacking on over there, babe? The Lifesavers?
Yeah.
Lifesaver gummies? Are they good?
You want to try one?
I mean, I've had them before. I was just being a dick.
Oh. Yeah, they are. They're very good.
Hey, Austin.
Hey, what?
You're the hoop.
I get it now. Thank you, Wes. Thanks for reminding me that I'm an idiot.
No, I was just saying that we put the things in you.
Oh.
Sip, sip.
It's not. It's
Was that the joke? Maybe I don't get it.
That's totally true, actually. So, that makes sense. There we
Mhm.
go. All right. And people that listen to the podcast get that joke. If you're just joining us, you don't get that reference yet.
Nope. Welcome.
Welcome to Blue Skies from the Basement. My name is Austin. Joining me as fucking always, my best friend, the Savage Dad, him fucking self, Wes.
Do I have to say something?
No, you don't.
Can I just look at him?
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Also joining us off camera is my beautiful fucking wife over there, Honesty.
Sup?
You didn't have to say anything either.
Hers was better.
Sup.
We should all just start the show like that every time now. Like, we just start recording and then you go sup, and then I go sup, and then she goes sup.
And then they'll know who we are.
Yeah.
No, because the last podcast on the left went through this one time. Like, through one of their episodes, they were like, no, you need to, like, introduce the show and then introduce each other because this could be the first episode that they're listening to.
Yeah.
Even though they have, like, 400 something episodes, like, this could still be the first episode that somebody is, like, listening to.
Yeah.
So it'll always introduce the show and each other.
No, that's professional. I'm realizing now that you're becoming a last podcast savant, which is like the dumbest thing to be a savant in, where like you don't have photographic memory or like you don't know like every single digit of pi to infinity. You just know every last podcast episode that's ever happened.
I don't think that's dumb. I don't.
Maybe dumb was the wrong word.
Oh,
I don't
I
mean
think
to.
so.
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
You did. You definitely did.
Not trying to hurt your feelings. Last podcast is great.
Jeez, and I do have somewhat of a photographic memory,
But not like I'm talking. Not like a beautiful mind.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're totally right. But like, we went and picked up what is
Sister?
sister? That's what I thought, but I didn't know for sure. We went and picked up her sister, and like I needed GPS to get there. But then when we took her home, like I knew where to go, kind of because I already know the area, so it was kind of easy for me to like figure it out. But then even then, it's like I know how to like get places usually after the first time because like I can picture it literally in my head, like going down the street and like the businesses and shit that are on the side and like what light it's at and shit like that. So like I have a photographic memory in that sense where it's like, yeah, there's a McDonald's on the corner and like a Taco Bell and a Boston Market and a BP. And then across from that is like a smoke shop and like yada, yada, yada. So you're going to go down there. And then once you pass Independence Village, you're going to make a right. And yeah.
Yeah, now everybody knows where we're at. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody really wanted to figure it out, though, they definitely could.
Yeah.
And-
If
and-
somebody has a brain that works like yours, they're seeing it as you're explaining. They're just.
They're like dialing it in. They just
Yeah.
start like driving around that area until they like spot one of us, you
Yeah.
know, like, and then, well, you don't live anywhere near here, so like, they would have to figure out what day that we do this on
Yeah.
and what time we do it on. So like Wednesday nights at 10 o'clock at night, they would have to be driving around and maybe catch you and then follow you here,
Yeah.
or like know my work schedule and like try and find me in like rush hour traffic. Yeah.
Or that one MK Ultra program where they thought they could like visualize different places to learn like war secrets just by thinking about it. There's somebody that like heard you explain all that, and then like we're just through the headphones we're gonna hear "found you."
I think that'd be pretty cool though, like if they hacked into my computer too and they were like, "Sup."
Sup. And welcome our fourth or second or our guest.
Yeah, she's not a guest anymore.
No, I was mixing up host the whole time. Like it's like there's three of us and I needed a fourth one, but I kept saying guest or host or fuck. I'm tired.
Our quadruple or
Quadruple? I think you're mixing up quad and tray, like a thruple and a quuple.
A couple.
It's like a couple, but
Oh
four
my
of
God. I did.
a couple times two is a quuple.
Were you about to say something?
You did seem like you were gonna say something.
You went and then seemed like you were
I
gonna
was just gonna say that photographic memories make me think of this book series that I used to read, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like this girl, and her name was Cam, and it's because it was like a camera, and she had a photographic memory, and she like would use it to help like solve like mysteries. I'm pretty sure they were very good books. That's all. That's all I had to say.
I love when books and shows do that. Where like they'll just like Harry Potter does that, where like the name of the place he goes to get his stuff is Diagon Alley, which is just the word diagonally split up.
Yeah.
Or like what was another example I had before I started talking? I was thinking about it and now it's out of my brain.
I never read the Harry Potter books.
I know you didn't. We've talked about this
What?
before.
Yeah, I never read them. I've seen like some of the movies.
What?
I haven't seen all of them,
What?
but
Ooh.
my brother read the 5th book of Harry Potter in like 2 days. Yeah.
Not impressed.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, it was impressive to me. Because
Because
that was like 500 pages long or
Yeah.
something like that, and like 2 days. Like, how do you have the time for that? Is my
you
thing.
just read for fucking 8 hours a day.
Like, that just seems so boring to me. Like, I'm
What?
sorry, but it does. It does. I'm sorry because it's just not my interest. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not that interested in it. Like, I could sit there and I can't say that because I could totally play CS for 8 hours straight.
Yeah.
But like even like TV shows, like it's hard for me to watch a TV show for 8 hours straight. Like I just get bored. Like at least with like CS, like I might play it, but I'm like doing different things in there. So like I might get bored with playing regular competitive and I'll go into like a community map and go like surfing or like bee hopping or do some random shit, whatever, or play hide and seek, like whatever. So like I have different things, but like it's hard for me to do something for 8 hours straight. I can go drag racing for 8 hours straight. I could do that, no problem.
Yeah.
But reading is like
This is why I'm dumb, babe. Because I don't read.
you just get lost. Well, at least for me, like you get so invested in these characters and you just feel like you're just so like in that world. And then like you stop reading the book and it's hard for you to like get out of those feelings
Yeah.
because you just go through everything with all the characters.
When I saw the first Harry Potter movie, I had read all the book. But did they release all the Harry Potter movies after all the books were out?
I think so.
And I couldn't remember if like most of them were out and then they started making the movies.
Mm.
I think I want to say that not all the books were out when they made the first movie.
Yeah, I feel like the last book came out kind of late.
Yeah. I think there was one more book, and they had already made the first movie. So I'd read almost all the series, and me and my grandmother were super invested in it. And I remember going to the movie theater to see the first one, was super excited, and the whole time I was confused because when I was reading the books, I had gotten so lost in them that like I had imagined the whole world, and I'd imagined the characters and what they looked like and the way they interacted with each other, and like the writing was a certain way, and when they convert that into a movie, it's a certain way. So by the time I saw the movie, I was like, this is not, it's almost what I pictured in my head, but like the characters don't quite look the way I want them to. Or like, cause they didn't have the iconic pictures, I don't think, of like Harry Potter on the front cover of the Chamber of Secrets like they do now. That looks like Daniel Radcliffe as a young kid.
Yeah, it looked a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they kind of like retroactively did that. So when I saw the first few movies, I was like weirded out by them. But now I love them. Obviously, Crystal puts them on as like comfort watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the thing with books is kind of like CS:GO, where you're able to like get lost in it because you're actively doing something. You just have to like let yourself get so invested in the book that you start feeling like it's real.
I also have to find something that I can be vested in, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of hard for me. Like it's really got to grab my attention from the get-go,
Yeah.
especially with a book. Because like if I'm not intrigued within the first like 10 pages, I'm not gonna pick it back up.
What if I read to you?
Or audiobooks.
Yeah, I could
That too.
probably do audiobooks. I think that would probably
Oh, so you can listen to somebody else's voice, but not mine.
I mean, probably, but like so here's the difference though. Like if you were sitting there reading to me, then I would just have to sit there and like stare at a wall basically. You know, or like what am I going to do while you're reading to me to where I can also listen to you? Cuz with like audiobooks like before
You
like
can rub my feet.
when I would do it
Perfect.
fucking women, dude.
That's a great idea.
What do you want me to say? Why'd you look at me like I was gonna?
I don't know.
No, I'll bag.
I'm a-
Women are
I'm a-
fucking stupid.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they're manipulative, okay? She was
Oh.
like, first of all, I'm going to bore you with reading you this book. And then while I'm boring you with reading you this book, I want you to rub my feet.
But it's all that's for you though.
What is for me?
The whole package. That's for your benefit.
In what way?
You're reading.
What
and
do
you're
I
rubbing
get
some-
out of
You're
it?
being active.
What
like
do I get out of
a
it?
hand workout and some
A
knowledge.
like I need more hand workout?
You went on a mental adventure while your hands got some shit done.
Yeah, so you're not just staring at a wall. That was your problem before, right?
You could jerk it.
But my thing, well,
She could sit on your face and read to you.
yeah. Yeah, we could probably do that. That sounds a little bit more interesting. Yeah.
You're just gonna hear it muffled, but the knowledge will still get through.
Just like every now and again I hear a couple words, you know. And they were walking through the forest. When they came across an old man.
Yeah. Now my wife and I have done it. That's the only reason that's it in my head.
No, what I was saying is like I can listen to audiobooks because I can do it like while I'm at work and like doing something, you know, and like
Yeah.
I'm moving around and I can just put headphones in and then I can listen to it. I mean, same way that I listen to podcasts. So like
And go to work with you.
no. Or like when I'm in the car, I'm driving and like mindlessly driving basically.
I'll record myself reading it and then send it to you.
You totally could
That'd
like
be dope.
start your own like business basically doing that. Like
Audible, here we fucking come.
dude, y'all get ready. We could all literally do that. I've thought about it. I've
That'd be
I would like-
hilarious for us to read books.
I would like to say that I feel like I have a good voice to listen to, but that's my own opinion, and I am very egotistical, and narcissistic. So
Wait, do radio voice?
do radio. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can.
You've done it before. You got it.
Do
some radio
I
voice.
don't know if I can right now.
Let him drink like at least 1.5 more beers and then like the
All right.
second part
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Yeah, coming soon. We'll do radio voice and then old grandma voice
Did I
right
not?
after.
I did it in the last episode.
Yeah, I'm just okay. Well, what I want
When
doesn't
we were
matter.
playing smooth jazz
Oh yeah.
on 107.2.
Yeah. See, there it is. See? I like it. My wife doesn't like it.
What, smooth jazz?
No, your voice.
Oh my, yeah. She doesn't like me at all. she like, and then, okay. This cracked me up, though. I was thinking about it when we were at the park, and Avi was pushing Amelia in the tricycle, and she ran over my ankles, and I immediately was like, "You are definitely your mom's daughter." Like,
Just like
you-
your mom.
Did
you
she
were-
really?
Yeah, when we were walking back, she was pushing her, and she fucking ran me over.
Oh
I
my
turned around to
God.
check to make sure she was like doing an okay job, and then right as she was about to run into him, I was like, "Turn!"
Ankles shattered, and I almost was like, "God damn it, Crystal!" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, no, that's Avi. Fuck." I was like, Crystal must have like whispered some secret messages into her ear.
No, not secret messages. As we were walking out the door, she goes, "Hurt him." Yeah.
She's so funny. She was carrying Amelia around. So I'm gonna help her walk. And so she would pick her up and carry
That's
her
not
around.
helping her walk.
I
That's just
know.
carrying her.
I know. I was like, well, let her try to do it by herself. And she's like, okay, but if she falls down, I'm going to help her. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's really nice. It was so cute.
Your kids are super adorable, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've taught them that's how they get to eat people is you be really nice and then they'll let you eat them. Oh, was that
What?
nothing?
Bitch, what?
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 Huh?
You're turning your kids into cannibals?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You just said it on the podcast. It's going to be on the episode, man.
Well, I'm gonna take the improv ball and toss it to you.
I'm not in the mood.
Okay, well it bounced off him and rolled over to you.
I need to drink more. I don't know
I
why
don't know.
I'm in such a off mood.
I love when I say something and then I put it on you guys to figure it out. Like,
And
you work out my twisted brain and make it funny. The people love it. This is
I said the other day, I was like, I wish I could get inside of your head, like, like just for a moment.
it's not gonna make any sense.
And no, it wouldn't, but it would be interesting. It would be like I wouldn't gain any more knowledge, but it would just make me like, and I wouldn't understand you any more than what I do now, but it would just be funny for me, I think,
Yeah.
to just see the chaos going on in your head.
Yeah, you'd never stop laughing. You'd be broken. Every podcast
could-
after this
I
is me talking about topics, and Honesty's over there like input on the topics, and then we do TikToks now. Suddenly I have to get on TikToks, and you just cackle the whole time.
Yeah. I feel like when I came out of your brain, I would be laughing and then crying and then laughing and then crying.
Like that
It's-
one time?
Yes, I was just about to say that one time that you had a bad trip, and that scared the ever living shit out of me. That was probably one of the scariest time because I didn't know what to do. But luckily, we turned on Alice in Wonderland, and that fixed everything.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's the one time that movie's worked in that situation.
yeah.
I thought somebody was in our bathroom. Like, I knew nobody was, but, like, you know, you just have that feeling, like that bad feeling.
It was in
Yeah.
our studio, and like we had some friends over, and like they kind of left in a weird way, and then like we were all tripping, and then they were supposed to come back, and they never did, and like so that just kind of like set the whole mood, and then like it was in that studio, which just like wasn't a great space either,
Mhm.
and just had like weird vibes to it, and yeah, and then like she would do that. Like she would start laughing and then just start like crying and then like go back to laughing and then like start crying again. And I'm just like on the bed like low key freak because I'm tripping balls too, dude. Like we're in the middle of an acid trip here. I'm like I don't know what to do. Like
That's fucking awesome.
no.
That's how champions are made. That's how you become a good person. 'Cause you have the worst time of your life. You laugh and you cry. You scare the shit out of your significant other, and then you come out of it better.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys? I'm sure I've told you before, but
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the podcast.
yeah. My trip was the whole Adventure Time continue playing when I had paused it. But Crystal's trip, the first time she ever did acid, she doesn't listen to this. Fuck her. Her whole trip was she thought that I was Satan and that the bedroom was red and she was in the living room and she couldn't get a glass of water because she was terrified that I was like the literal devil that was gonna come out of this red smoky bedroom and devour her alive.
Hell yeah.
And really, the whole thing was that she'd never done like anything like that before, and I was snoring. So now I'm a monster in the room.
I wish we had a soundboard for "That's metal as fuck."
Yeah, as you can see, I didn't bring my setup this time. We're
Nah.
slacking today.
Nah, we're just gonna do a short episode because I'm tired and yeah. Speaking of why we are tired and going into into that, we've had a pretty eventful past couple of days. I worked a good, let's see, from like 3 p.m. until, what was it, like 10 o'clock, basically. And so I worked a 7-hour shift and then got off, and Wes came and met up with me. And by the time that you got there, I'd already drinking a Red's Wicked. So that was fun. And I was already, like, starting to feel it.
And then I slammed the fucking mics hard as
Yeah.
quick as I could.
Yeah. So we go and start skating, and we go to this parking garage, and that fucking security guard was cool as fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that was dope.
Yeah. I was telling Honesty about it. I was like, we like got there and just kind of like skated and looked at it, and she walked out and leaned over the railing and was
Yeah.
just looking at us, and you looked up, and then I looked up, and you were like, no, and I was like, no. And we were like, can we just do a few tricks?
Please don't kick us out. We just found this 3-stair.
Yeah. What'd she say? She was like, I'm going to act like I didn't see you.
Or hear you.
And I didn't hear you.
Yep.
And I'm going to go inside. And then when I come back out, you're not going to be here. And we were like, cool. And I was like, I love you.
Yeah, she was cool as shit.
Yes. Thank you, fucking security guard, for letting us skate there for a minute.
Every other time that's happened to me,
Yeah, nobody's ever going to know what parking garage it was, what security guard.
Oh, you didn't have to say parking garage. That's even more
I
info.
thought I already said parking garage.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say the street and address.
You don't even know what street it was on.
Nope, I don't remember any of where we went. Yeah.
Oh, dude, because we were like almost all over downtown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we were all over downtown, but we went like we made a giant loop. Like I don't know what street that is. I can't remember. Because it's not 5th. It's the next one after.
Let's give more details.
It's okay.
It's closer to 4th.
We're gonna be fine.
I get off on 4th, and then I go for a couple miles, and
No,
then I
'cause
take a
it's-
turn.
Is that spring? I think it's spring.
It was probably spring.
I think it was spring because
Yeah.
spring runs east and west.
Yeah.
So we went down.
I don't know.
We went down spring basically.
I said yeah like I knew.
And then we went to the gas station again, and then basically went all the way back down High Street.
Yeah.
Like, and just made like a giant loop from where we were at. Like, and the people that we met along the way were fun as hell, dude.
It was a great time.
And like we were both like drunk and just on one.
I normally would never do any of what I did.
Yeah, just talking to random people.
I did a kickflip for a group of people, and I've never done that before.
Did you do a kickflip for the people
I
that
did
we
end up
passed?
landing a really good one.
I did, because they asked me to do it, and I was just like, I know I can't land a kickflip. I'm just gonna keep going.
No, that was when we were standing in line at the gas station.
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
The second time around, I ended up landing like a solid kickflip bolts,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Because the first one I did wasn't great, but then the one after that, I was like, "I can kickflip."
Yeah. We both landed kickflips recently, which
Mhm.
for like skaters is like besides an ollie is kind of like the next trick that you learn after that. That like
Yeah.
most skaters are like, I can kickflip no problem. Not us.
Yeah, no, I've always struggled with it. I can do other shit.
Yeah.
Like, I've landed a few tray flips out of nowhere.
But in the past 2 days, me and you have both landed fucking steezy ass kickflips, dude. Yeah, that one that I landed today fucking charged me
Game
up,
of
dude.
skates kickflip, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it gave. I was like, dude, you got me. I was like, I suck at kickflips.
And then immediately land one.
And then like clean as popped it up and everything clean as fuck.
Was that
Like
first trick, too?
for him,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I had done like the pop shove it.
Yeah.
And nollie shove, and then fucked up on the fakie, and then he went up and did the kickflip. I was like, oh man, that's a fucking letter for me already. And then, bam, fucking bolts landed out. I was like, no shit.
Yeah, we'd barely warmed up and you just kickflip right out the gates.
I wasn't warmed up at all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was like, I wanted to play a game of skate just to kind of like force me to warm up. That's why I kind of like doing it like at the beginning. Is it's kind of like it forces me to warm up. got the new shoes and the new grip, so I was like, that's gonna kind of help me like figure out the board and everything. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah. So we skated around, got drunk, and I was like, all right, I can't skate anymore. I'm just gonna scoot. And then I was like, I'll give you my book bag. You can throw the board on your back, and then if we find a spot, we can stop. And scooting around was fun.
You should come do it with us sometime.
Seriously.
Yeah. Find somebody to watch the kid.
Yes, and we just need to get a group of people. Like, seriously, like we need to get like, a group of people and just fucking go downtown late at night and just scoot around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to eat an edible first.
Okay.
Oh, that would be
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah. Seriously.
It feels so good when you go when there's like no traffic and you're just
Yeah.
rolling down the streets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Hitting that parking garage was fun as fuck too.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should do that with us too.
Oh,
Go-
yeah.
Was it how many? Like
There's
9, 10 levels or more
Something
than
like
Yeah.
that, dude.
I
thought it was,
remember-
like 13.
When I had a Lime scooter and those don't handle uphill well. So as we're going up the parking garage, every time like I'd go around a corner, I'd pick up speed and get to like 10 miles per hour, then start going up the hill and it's like 8, 7, 6. So I had to like kick, push real hard, like I was skating basically.
I
By
had
the
one
time
of
we
the
got up-
Link ones, and I was just scooting
That
around,
thing just
dude.
went.
It no problem. The Link ones are the best ones, like, cause they got Link, Spin, Bird, and then the Lime ones.
Did you download 4 apps on your phone?
No,
Oh, okay.
Just 2.
3.
Oh. Almost 4.
'Cause we had the Spin one,
That's right,
but
yeah.
then they started fucking up. So then we found a Lime one. and
It
then I did
literally like
that.
a voice came out of it that told me it was gonna self-destruct if we took it any farther. Not quite that, but basically that.
Basically, it was like, you can't go here.
Yeah.
And we were like, nah, fuck that one. So, oh, and then because when we got to the bottom of that parking garage, and then those like dudes that we were yelling at the top of the parking garage were down there,
Yeah.
and I was like trying to.
We were at the top of the parking garage, like, come out and play.
And I was like, no, look, okay, like I want to show you, like we're skaters, like, and we saw you guys skating, like we don't want it to be weird or whatever. And he was like, all right, well then do some tricks. I was like,
Drunk as fuck. Like,
Drunk
let me
as
get a
fuck.
shove at sex change.
I was like, bet. Well, so I did a shove it first, and then I did the nollie 3 shove, and then I tried the shove it sex change
Yeah.
and then fell on that one. But he was convinced at that point, like
When you did the 3 shove, he was like, oh shit.
yeah. I was like, ooh, I got him. And I was drunk, and I was like, I can't believe I just landed that. And on some random dude's board that wasn't. It was like a
He had a cruiser.
yeah.
Basically had like a tank of a board.
Yeah, well,
Old
I
school
ride an
skater.
8.5 anyway,
You
so
do.
yeah. I got a tank myself.
I ride about a 6-incher.
Giggity. Mine's 7. Mm.
Mine's 9.
Yeah.
Which 7 is a little too big for me. Not gonna lie. A little too big. Gotta get something a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I wear like a 32. I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Do you really wear 32?
I fit better in 33, but those are almost impossible to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, for me, I feel that it's like because I wear a belt. So if I could find a 31, 32,
Yeah.
like that would be perfect. But those are so hard to come by. Like,
32 is a good mid-ground.
yeah.
Yep.
So I just wear 32s, man. They're like
Mhm.
perfect. Like I might have to wear a belt with them, especially after wearing them for so long,
Yeah.
and they get a little loose. You just gotta wear a belt, and that's kind of it. But
No, I don't. I just have belly fat. I've got a tiny waist and a thick booty. Like I'm
do you have a
triple C
muffin
thick.
top?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
sure.
Okay.
I know that's why I don't wear tight shirts at all.
I'd eat that muffin.
It almost sounded like the Red Robin. Yum. Like
Yum.
hum.
Hum. Yeah, I'd eat
Yeah,
that
I look
muffin
like a
straight up.
fucking overcooked muffin.
My wife's over there with her fucking face in her palm.
Or more. Well, I mean, if I take off my shirt, I'm more like a doughy, undercooked muffin.
Mm.
Yeah, like the dough's still white. Like I haven't browned yet.
Yeah. I'd still eat it though.
You want me when I'm golden brown?
Mm.
Take me out then.
I'll take you anytime. Don't matter to me.
Something
so-
banana pancake.
Yeah. So yeah, we had a pretty long and eventful night last night.
It was awesome.
Skating around. It was really. I think that like both of us really needed that to just kind of like get out and like get some energy out.
Yeah.
And like just fuck around like we used to, man.
Piss our
like,
wives off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I pissed you off at all. I
Oh,
think-
just mine? Okay.
Yeah, no, she was cool. Cause
I
even
was asleep.
well, because
Yeah.
I said something to him. I was like, I'm probably gonna like go home and go to bed and then wake up in the morning. She's gonna be like, what time did you get home? Like yada yada yada. Like how drunk were you? Blah blah blah. And no, she was cool, man. I was like, all right, well,
You let me sleep in?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I was a little pissed at fucking 4 o'clock when I was like 2 hours of sleep, still drunk, and the baby starts screaming, and she taps me and wakes me up, and I'm like stumbling to Amelia's room to go and get her,
Yeah.
and I was pretty mad at that point, and like I know what to do, but I was half asleep and drunk, and so like I picked her up, and she was still crying. And so I was like, okay, well, you might just be up now. And I was like, I'm just going to have to deal with that. So I brought her down here.
Why would she be up now at 4 in the morning? That's not.
You're
and
down
try-
here
and-
and you're trying to feed the bottle with the baby.
No, I didn't even think about the bottle, okay? Did not even think about that. I just tried to rock her, and she's like getting up out of my like lap or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess you're really just up now. And she comes down the stairs, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I
was
feel
like,
that.
I was like, no, you woke me up to go get her. Why the fuck are you down here? Get your ass back up here. I'm dealing with this, okay? Leave me the
No,
fuck
because I
alone.
can still hear her crying. Oh my gosh. If you get the baby, then she better stop crying immediately.
You shut that baby the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're gonna have problems.
It's your turn.
Awesome.
So we had like a small fight at 4 o'clock in the morning while the
Yeah,
baby's crying
yeah.
because I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. Like, I got this. I don't need your help. She's like, well, did you try a bottle? And at that point, I was like, I was like, no. So I fucking get her a bottle of milk, start rocking her. She goes straight to fucking sleep.
Yeah. That's how that happens.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
If I wasn't fucking half asleep and half drunk, I probably would have put 2 and 2 together.
No, as you were telling the story, I was going step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Yeah.
Check.
Right.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't do that. There's no list in his head he goes through. Like,
Oh, yeah.
does the baby have this, and that? Like, he's just like, oh, she's crying. She's broken. Like, she's just going to cry forever now. Whatever.
Is this like a TV? Do I hit it?
I can't turn it off and turn it back on. So, like, it's just broken.
So then she gets up at fucking 8:30 in the morning, and I'm still like half asleep, and like she taps me again to wake me up because like we had kind of a drunk long night of skating around. Like we used a lot of energy. I was pretty fucking tired, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I laid down the entire time. Like I made her breakfast and like made her lunch and everything, and made myself lunch and like changed her diaper and shit. But other than that, I was laying down the whole time. I was like, you can come to me to play, okay?
She honestly, in the morning, she kind of likes that. Like,
she just does her own thing.
Yeah,
Like,
she really does.
yeah. Although
So.
I love when she does like kind of want to play on me, because then I like start eating her, you know, and start like getting her neck and stuff, and she starts giggling, bro, and like her laugh just like gets me, and like she gets into that mood where she likes it, and so I can just keep doing it over and over and over again, and she just like sits there and laughs, and we just have a great time. And like we had one of those moments today, and
Yeah.
I'm like, this is what I fucking live for, dude. Is those moments. Like seriously, like I love that shit.
That is the shit.
Yeah.
2 things. I don't need your help is a catchphrase in my house almost. I don't remember what the other thing was.
You need to fucking figure it out, bud.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah.
the second time that
I know.
like you've had a thought and then lost it.
I was trying to hold onto it the whole time, and I'm literally like physically exhausted. Like we've
Yeah.
skated twice very recently, and I don't very
The past
often
2
get to-
days,
Yeah.
and in less than 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
we've skated like hard twice.
Yeah,
So,
I've
like,
gotten up with the kids and shit, and fucking,
Well,
driving them around town. I had to bring them to the skate park.
Yeah, I wouldn't say we skated like too hard today, but it was hot. Like last night, it was nighttime, so the sun wasn't out, but we like skated hard and we were drinking. But today it was like we're at the park and the sun was out and like we're sweating and like I can feel it, man. I'm sore.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I already feel it. I was trying to play with the dog earlier and like she had one of Amelia's little the balls for the ball pit thing and Susan had one in her mouth and I was trying to chase her around. I was like, oh, yep, a little stiff there in the back. Yep, okay. Can't really do all that. So I'm getting old. I need another beer is what I need. PDPs, baby.
Burr.
Can you give me another beer? PDPs, can you give me no beer? Because you're not on camera. Nobody can see you go get the beer. But they can see me if I leave, you know, if you can go give me the beer.
If you stop talking like that.
Babe, can you please go give me another beer? I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, now do Tim the Tool Man.
You know.
Oh?
Oh? What? No. That. Don't. No. No. You know what that reminds me of?
What?
You know what that reminds me of. You know exactly what that reminds me of.
We've told the story.
I know.
People have seen American Dad. It's still good every time.
So I was scrolling through TikTok
Tickety-tockety.
and happened to come across this video with the caption that said, "Man, an American Dad got really weird." Well, what it was the beginning to an American Dad porn parody with fucking goddamn, what's the alien's name? Roger, and what's the chick's name? The daughter, Haley. It was like part one of it, because I was interested, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I had to go look it up, and I was like, how does this go? Okay, because like TikTok, obviously they show like the sex part, so I was like,
You gotta show the sex part.
you can't because it's gonna get taken down.
It's the only part that matters.
But like he was basically like,
I'm wrong.
my species is gonna.
Usually wrong.
She was like, I want to go and protest, but my dad's not cool with it, to like save the rainforest, but he's not cool with protests and stuff. And he was
I
like,
know that episode.
So you've seen it, yeah. So I was intrigued. I had to go watch it,
Yeah.
and like it's not good. And
Aw.
that was part one. Like there's more parts to it with like Roger and Francine and like
Yeah.
Stan and some chick at work, and I was just like I got a little too invested in just being like I wasn't actually like watching it. Like I was like skipping through it, just trying to like, I was honestly, because I was like, this is American Dad porn parody. This is interesting. I gotta know how it plays out. I gotta know what's going on. Not good to watch. Definitely won't recommend it. Won't go watch it again. Wish I wouldn't have saw that and could just move on with my life.
Well, now it's just in your head forever.
Yeah.
Was there Roger? Man, I'm fighting so hard to not do a really bad dad joke about like I keep just wanting to say Roger, and then at the end of my sentence say over. So was there a scene with Roger with director Bullock? Over.
You
didn't say Roger.
I don't know, Roger.
No, you did that so wrong. Over.
So if at the end of your sentence, if you say over, do you need to say over again?
Yeah, that's actually a Family Guy bit.
Roger, I'm about to come over.
Yeah, that's exactly what you would have to do
Oh yeah, because Brian and Stewie are
when they're remodeling
the house,
Yep.
and then who gets pulled? I think Stewie gets pulled through for the electrical
because he's
wire.
pissing Brian off.
He just fucking pulls him down.
Yes.
If that doesn't like show a part of our relationship.
Oh yeah, that we both have an encyclopedic knowledge of everything Seth MacFarlane has ever done. Like,
I realized the other day that Seth MacFarlane is in Gilmore Girls.
holy shit, is he?
He is.
I didn't know that.
I swear to God.
Wait, who
Seth,
is he in Gilmore Girls?
When?
Or who? Or what character does he play?
I don't remember, but
Does he just do fucking?
I don't think he was anything important.
Oh,
it's like one episode, I think.
he's a boyfriend of somebody.
I'm pretty sure it was the episode where Lorelai graduates from college, and he was somebody else who was graduating from the same like business class.
Oh yeah, because they were like taking video of her at the graduation, and they were like talking, like him and some girl were talking like crap about her, about
We're
Lorelai.
having money.
Yeah, and like her, and her being rich and shit like that. Yeah, so it was like one episode that he was in, but yeah, I just happened to be like watching it, and like in the beginning, they're like playing the credits of starring yada yada yada, and I saw the name Seth MacFarlane come across, and I was like, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this was, and I don't know how like the time frames of like was Family Guy out.
I think Family Guy was 98 or 99.
I don't know about Gilmore Girls and
that season was like 06.
okay, so
05?
he had already done some shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering that too. Like, did he, like, was this like some of his starting acting, or was this like when he was already kind of famous and like he just happened to get a little cameo in Gilmore Girls, which is cool. It was cool to kind of
Yeah.
see that. Whatever.
Yeah, my wife is obsessed with like sitcoms and fucking like Friends and Gilmore and Golden Girls and all that shit.
That
so.
70s show is better than Friends.
No, for sure. Fuck. Why can't I think of Living Single is better than Friends?
Never seen it.
It's a lot of people would say that it was before Friends. Friends stole from it, and it was basically Black Friends, but better.
Huh.
But yeah, my wife's obsessed with those shows, so I've seen all the fucking cameos of people. Like Will Ferrell was in Friends. Or like you'll
okay.
have like total holy shit moments where you're like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds I think was in Friends before he was ever even like a thing.
Sexy ass motherfucker. Anyways.
Yeah. What
you mean
else?
Deadpool?
That's what I was gonna say. Is you're just obsessed with Deadpool, like. You like fucking jokey Ryan Reynolds.
My life is a lie.
Are we laugh crying again?
Anyway,
What?
it says MacFarlane had already been the voice of Stewie Griffin for about 3 years when he had a small stint on Gilmore Girls. Fox notoriously canceled Family Guy in 2002 before
Yes, they
reviving
did.
it in 2005. So in the meantime, MacFarlane kept himself busy. He played Zach, a peer in Lorelai's graduating class who hates the rich and is mean to Lorelai.
Yeah. There you go.
So it was a little bit earlier than what I thought, but yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Jamie.
Yep.
Hell yeah, Jamie. Look that shit up.
I don't know if you know this.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure we've
I think we've
had to have.
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because I saw a TikTok earlier where I was taking a shit and I had the door open because like Amelia was like running in and out, and one of the TikToks was like this chick walked up to her girlfriend and called her by like some other chick's name, like Jennifer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've thought about doing that with her before, but I was like, I don't want to start an argument for the rest of my fucking life.
Who the fuck is Jennifer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like that just goes with, and like it would totally be me like videoing it to get her reaction and like playing it as a joke.
That
but I
fucking
know
TikTok of that
that
chick. That
it would be an argument for the rest of my fucking life, even though I full out made it as a joke. She
Yeah.
would not take it that way.
that
so I'd never
TikTok
do
that we
it.
watched of that fucking chick that was like, "Do you think she's pretty?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
It was wild.
She was
Toxic
like-
relationship.
Oh my god, babe, I gotta show you that sometime. That one was really crazy. She was like, "So do you think she's pretty?" And he was like, "No." She's like, "So if we weren't dating, you wouldn't think that she was pretty?" And he was like, "No." And she was like, "But I know she's pretty, so like I know you think she's pretty. Like just say it, like don't lie to me." And he was like, "No, like I don't think she's pretty." Like
I think you're the prettiest one is like almost exactly what he said. He used the
Yeah.
word prettiest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, and yeah, it was just so bad. And then she was like, "Are you recording?" And then like kind of laughs, and then she like smacks the phone down. I was like, that is a toxic ass relationship. Like
Mm.
you're just looking for a fight. Like that shit's crazy as fuck.
I do want to know what he did leading up to that,
Yeah.
but still, that's not the way
Yeah.
to handle the situation.
No. Like, was he staring at her? Like, were they at like a party or something like that? And he was like looking at her or something like that. And she was like, "Do you think she's pretty?" And he was like, "No."
Yeah.
But I don't know. We've been talking a lot about TikTok.
Yeah. We could do TikToks.
Do you guys want to get some TikToks?
You want to talk the talk?
Doesn't really matter to me because I can't see them.
Yeah, well, you could come around here and be on camera and watch them.
Ooh. I think we may have solved the problem.
You just cover yourself up with the blanket.
We've got a green ghost.
I think you could kind of come stand over here, just watch the camera and everything. Like, try not to bump in that. I think you could stand like close enough over here that people wouldn't be able to still see you.
Hell yeah. Russian grandmother.
She's in the. It's her roots. She's in the middle of the dyeing the hair process, and so
Yeah.
she doesn't like her roots, and so she has to hide them because she doesn't like them.
I
So
just
she's
feel like
gonna
you
hide
should
over here.
feel like you should have like a Dostoevsky novel in your hand or something.
Okay. Oh, you're not gonna be able to hear them though. You should have brought your headphones over here. Look,
I was
Wes-
trying to make as much noise as possible.
I know you were, and you did that. Watch your don't tip your beer over pulling the cord.
Hey, suck my dick. Oh, see, that doesn't work with you.
No, it doesn't. Needed some help,
Oh, yeah.
dumb.
Who's talking to me?
I was. Oh, see, now you done fucked it up.
Did I do that?
Yes.
Did
She didn't touch the damn things, dude.
I didn't
It was all your fault, Wes. God damn.
I didn't
man.
mean to do it.
I don't know what your ears are because I can't see them. So
I was trying to be a jackass, but not that much of a
Is that good?
jackass.
Are you good? Okay, we're gonna
Hell
full screen
yeah.
this one, and then we're gonna hit this button.
I like that already.
And yeah, I honestly don't remember what this one is. So good luck.
Hey, yo, let's talk about something real quick. I just find it really weird because besides my music taste, I've like grown out of my emo phase and now I dress like an adult, but I'm like 1,000 times more sad. What's that about?
Pick you up on mic too. He's got like a Nick Kroll voice.
Yeah, but I'm like 1,000 times more sad. This one, Wes, I really just want to get your opinion on it. Like real talk. I really just want to know what you think about this one because
I like
I was
the makeup job.
I was so confused and I don't know what they're talking about and I need you to explain it to me or maybe you can explain this to me because I really don't know.
I just want eyebrows.
When the Sid plug doesn't respond. Fuck you, Sid. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, Sid. Fuck you, Sid. Fuck you.
Fuck you. What's a SID plug?
Don't know.
Sudden infant death syndrome? Like what? Oh, see, my brain is broken. Yours works.
Oh,
Your
thank
brain
you, babe.
works.
Acid. Is that what they're saying?
No, they look like they do acid. That's what they're saying.
Sid.
Yeah.
People call it that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've just always called it Lucy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, you learn something new every day. But they were just weird. That was kind of the main point of that one. Wes, I did this one for you because you're a fucking nerd and you like dumb magic.
I did this for you.
So, here we go.
Man, you got this down.
I do.
Look at you.
I do.
Oh, some chop cups? Cool. Cup and balls. Classic. Those are nice chop cups, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the breathing adds,
I think that's just him, dude.
No, that's to distract.
Really?
Yeah, really. No, he got that chop cup routine down. Well done.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I did see that, and
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give him a round of applause. Like, seriously, that was really good. Because I know how it's done from the Chris Angel Mind Freak little package,
Yeah.
magic package that I got.
Did that have real chop cups, or were they the, like, you have to learn to palm the balls or roll them off the table type thing? Because a real chop cup has a little release mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a real one.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was more of like palming the balls or like rolling them off the table.
You have to palm the balls.
I can definitely do that.
It's a major principle in Magic.
So these ones.
No, it'll be a good joke. Do it.
So these ones are my wife, and she sent these to me, and I have no idea what they are, and obviously neither does Wes because he's not on TikTok.
I'm on to. Well, okay, I'll shut up.
Shit yourself all over the bed. So daddy had to put you in the shower because you shit from your ass all the way up to your head. You got a dirty booty cheek, so I gotta clean you so clean. This little girl is gonna be squeaky clean.
That was good. That was adorable, dude. That was great. That was fucking great.
Nice voice.
Yeah, I give you props on that, dude.
It's Joey Diaz.
It looks like it, doesn't it? It's not, though.
All because my neighbor to the north told the homeowners association my boat was an eyesore. Well, so's your wife, Mitchell. We ain't supposed to have livestock in this neighborhood, yet you married a sea cow. Well, I'll say it right to his face. I'll say it right to his face in cursive, because he knows if he comes over, I'll scissor kick his gizzard.
I'll scissor kick his gizzard.
Dude, that dude had that part of America, best part of America. The fucking Midwest is the shit.
They said you're allowed to have livestock, but you went ahead and married a sea cow. I'll say it right to his face.
Dog fan, 1991.
It was on the screen, okay? They can all see it now.
That's adjacent to, can I get some tacos?
Can I get some tacos?
Just add a little more redneck and a little more racism to it, and it's good.
Did you see the video where the dude goes and stands in
The Yodel kid from Walmart.
I can't remember where it's at. He stands literally in the most racist town in America
Oh, you've told me about that, yeah.
with a Black Lives Matter poster, and the shit some of these people say to him, and half of them talk like that. And I was like, yep, know where that's at.
If you know what a Piggly Wiggly is, you.
The only reason that we know about it is because we know to stay away from people that actually know about it.
TikToks?
Hey, Mom, are you smart? Yeah, Trevor, sure. Yeah, I'm smart. Then you should try to spell it. Spell it? What do you mean? It's S-M-A-R-T. You dumbass! I said spell it!
I just slobbered a little bit.
I love when you love something so much that you slobber. Like, no, that is like a biological reaction that your body has to humor. You, for some reason, your mouth is like, fucking produce, fucking get wet every time you're laughing. Like, you turn into Niagara Falls when you think something's funny.
I can't stop it, okay? It just happens. My mouth is just soiled all the time, okay? I'm sorry.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Ah.
Great.
Whenever the baby takes a nap, I'll like go and like smoke a bowl and like sit there on my phone on TikTok and smoke a cigarette afterward. And that's when I save all these.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, so they're probably not funny half the time.
Oh no, those were good.
Those were good ones.
Those were all good.
That last one reminds me of like a thing that I learned in like 3rd grade and have just continued doing into adulthood. I think I've done it to you before, but put your fist in between my fists. Which one's yours? No, there's more. Which one's yours? Yeah. All right. Touch your nose. Okay. This is the last round. Poke your head through this hole.
Oh, you did it! You got it! Fuck you! I've seen that shit.
Winner.
Mostly because I've seen the ones where people will like they'll take a piece of paper and they'll cut like a small hole in the middle and they'll be like poke your head through this hole.
Yeah.
And they're all like they're like without ripping it. And they're all like I can't fucking do it. And then they're like, oh yeah. You tried. You didn't give me this time. I don't think you've ever done that to me though.
I've done it to almost everybody.
Not me. If you did, I was drunk and don't remember it, which
Yeah.
is totally possible.
That's one of my favorite dumb party tricks. It's so stupid.
Hold on.
Oh, are you grabbing the book? Hey, before we do that, can I address something?
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to do it before the TikToks, but I'm almost glad we did it this way better. But this episode will come out a week after the late episode has already come out.
Yeah.
So the late episode that should have come out this past Tuesday or 2 Tuesdays ago as you're listening to this. My pet died of 7 years, my cat Leon. And it was rough. So we took that week off. As far as releases go, we've still been recording, so there's still episodes coming. But I did just want to say, like, I know I posted on social media about it, but that's what happened, and that's why there wasn't an episode right after we started promising weekly releases. So that was what was going on, and I don't think I've told you yet what happened to my cat.
No.
And now that I've had a few weeks to process it, or not weeks, but like a week, few days to process it.
Yeah.
My cat's dick killed him.
What?
My cat's penis murdered my cat.
Like how?
I don't know why I'm looking at you like I want you to figure it out.
I was trying to, dude. I was like, did the penis just like pick up a knife and like slit your cat's throat or what?
No, yeah, you got it. First try.
Wow, you're good at this game.
You married a smart
this
man.
guessing game. I try. You know, what can I say? I'm surprised he doesn't read. So how did he get smart? But
Reading for dummies, obviously. This dude just knows. So
Fuck both of you. Oh
Anyway.
Jesus.
So a thing that happens that I was vaguely aware of, like I knew that you could get like blockages in your urinary tract and that wasn't good. But in cats it's particularly bad because like their organs shut down and fail like super quick. So my cat went from being like fine to terrible within like 24 to 48 or 36ish hours. Like it's real fast. Like we noticed him like stumbling and being weird, and then that was like maybe 6-7 p.m. On a Sunday night, and then we had to go to work Monday. So like we were gonna go to work, and if he was still not great when we got home, we were gonna take him to the vet. So that happens, and we go to take him to the vet. And when I get home, like he's laying under the sink in the kitchen, which he's never done before. Like he got into the cabinet, was under the sink on the cement floor that's under there. And I picked him up, and it was super cold, and I was waiting on Crystal to get home with the kids so that I could take him to the vet. So we take him to the vet, and obviously that's all terrible. I'll skip all the terrible stuff. But what had happened was, I guess like male cats, their dicks will get dirty. So dirty dick disease is what medically that's called.
No shit.
Or like they just don't groom it as often as they should. And a little particle will get in there, and then their piss will start to like glom onto that and become like crystalline structures inside of the urethra. So he literally had like a diamond of piss particles like built up in the tip of his cock, and that's what killed him.
No shit.
Yeah. So when he passed, and the vet was explaining what had happened, when he was still like awake and alive, she was trying to help him out because we're still deciding what we were gonna do, and we ended up going with euthanasia because the vet was explaining he's gonna have to go through like intense aggressive surgery and like a bunch of drugs and all that shit, but we can't give him pain meds because that might put him into cardiac arrest. So it's like he's gonna go through this super painful aggressive shit, which might kill him anyway, and we can't give him pain meds for it. So we were like, well, put him down then. Like, that's obvious. He might die anyway, so let's not put him through that. But he ended up dying there at the vet before that happened, and it was quick, so he didn't suffer that much. But she had pulled it out during that whole process. So when I go in to see the body, which obviously during that happening was terrible, and I was a fucking mess. Like, just, it felt like when my mom died. Like, this was my best buddy for 7 years. So I go back there, and they've got like separate entrance where you can go do that shit and all that stuff. And the vet, being like a clinician and a doctor, was like kind of super cold about it, but obviously at the same time like, I'm so sorry. But just the first thing she says is like, so this is what happened. And she shows me like the white like diamond like cylinder that she pulled out of my cat's dick, and I'm like bawling. And she's like, so this came out of his penis. And I'm like, what? Like, and I knew, I had like kind of figured that was like maybe the case, because I checked his litter box and there wasn't like clumped up litter that looked like it was fresh. Like it was all old stuff that seemed like it was from a few days. Because it was like, oh, he's not peeing. So we took him straight to the vet and all that happened. But yeah, that's why there wasn't an episode. And also, cat dicks can murder. So watch out for that. Like, just keep an eye on your cat's penis is all I'm saying. Yeah.
Aw.
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
Yeah.
It was brutal. I appreciate that. And yeah, we're doing.
Yeah. I know.
Crystal is having a harder time with it because she was holding him when he passed. So
Yeah, I kind of talked about that where, like, right now I know it sucks, but I'm sure at some point, like, over time, that she'll appreciate at least having that moment.
Yeah.
And that, and knowing that, like, he was probably the happiest in that moment, too. Like, knowing...
that was something I'd mentioned that I wanted to tell you in part. So when he passed, I actually wasn't there for it. Like, I wasn't in the room when it happened. The vet, because of the pandemic, was like, you can have one person in to visit at a time when we do the euthanasia. And because, like, we thought we were going to do euthanasia, we were going to go visit him one at a time, and then I'd be there for euthanasia since he was, like, my cat. And I had just had a stronger relationship with him. Like, when I came home, he was just, like, at my feet. So Crystal went back there, and she was taking fucking forever. So I'm like, what's going on? And then 30 minutes later, she just comes running to the car, and the kids are in the back seat because, like, we've got the kids with us. And we're trying to, like, not let them know too much about what's going on. But obviously at this point, like, we've already, like, because we have to sit in the parking lot, and the spaces are numbered, and, like, where you parked will come grab the animal. You can't come inside.
Yeah.
So we, like, on the phone with the vet, sitting outside of the vet, like, kill my cat, like, and trying not to cry while the kids are in the back. So she comes running out, and that immediately panics me. So then I run back there with her because she's like, come on, he passed. He died in my arms. Like, come see the body. Just leave the kids. So we leave the kids in the car with the car running, and there's, like, other people in the fucking parking lot. They're all looking at us like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and I'm so, like, out of it at that point. Like, I've just been so through much emotional distress, like, on the drive there and, like, talking to the vet and all that shit. Like, I tried to go through the front door, and Crystal's, like, going around the back. Like, what are you doing? And like there's a vet like taking somebody's dog behind me, like, you can't go in there, you can't go in there, and I'm like crying, like. So making around and all that shit, and yeah. So, but Crystal was saying like when we were in there together that she was explaining to me that when he did pass, the vet wasn't even in the room, and she had to like ring a button to have the vet come back. She was just gonna visit and then ring the button and be like, all right, it's my husband's turn. And he went into cardiac arrest, and she said that right before he did that, he had like a deep breath. He looked up at her, he gave her a really weak meow, and then like looked her directly in the eyes, and she felt like he was saying goodbye, and then he went right into cardiac arrest and passed within like 30 seconds. Oh, don't cry.
That's sad, man.
I didn't want to make anybody cry, but yeah. Look, watching you well up made me well up, and I'm
sorry, I
I was like, why am I not crying? Am I a fucking monster?
my
I'm like
God.
laughing through this story.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, this is the laugh and cry episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. And she told me that, and obviously, like, I just broke down
Well,
completely
yeah.
at that point. Like, why would you say such a thing to me? Like,
I'm fucking breaking down just listening to it, dude.
yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
Oh. Dogs
But-
are better. No, I love my cat was the shit.
No,
Leon was a fucking savage. I love him.
I think that is something that like with people and like same thing with animals. Like they kind of know, and like I'm saying, and I've said it before, and even after hearing that, like over time she'll have that moment, and like she'll appreciate that moment, and like I think it kind of sucks for you because it wasn't you. You
Yeah.
know? Like I know that I'm sure that you kind of wish that that was you.
On the car ride home, I had to fight the emotion of like saying I should have just gone in, and we shouldn't have even like had that talk of who should go in and or we'll take turns. And it was like I had this odd like deep sadness, but also like a weird guilt and anger of being like I want to say this thing, but like she just went through that, so I can't say this thing. That'd be the wrong thing to do. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those emotions where you're like, I wish I didn't feel this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm sorry for your loss. R.I.P.
Yeah.
to Leon. And
He was a badass.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh jeez.
Woo!
So, babe, if you would be ever so kind,
Let's fucking do this.
I just want you. You don't have to read them. You can just pick a page, and I'll read them, or you can read them. It's up to you.
Sorry to do that, but I felt it was necessary. I think this whole the podcast is consistently just gonna be me being like everything dies around me. That's not true.
Well, welcome to life, though. Low
Yeah.
key. What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Nothing. You were gonna say nothing.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
1,175. What is your
Ooh,
favorite
hey.
part?
It was 35 the last episode.
Wow.
Sorry.
All right, a beautiful mind.
Sorry. Photographic memory.
What is your favorite part of the day?
Nighttime. For sure.
How many left turns from here to get to Hamilton Road?
Hamilton?
Don't do it. No, fuck no. All right, I'm sorry.
One.
I'm just one.
One.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, it is one.
Yep.
Yeah.
From here? Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Well, depending on which way. No, if you go to the shortest route, one.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a right turn and a left turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you can hit Hamilton Road from there.
What was the question? You already answered it.
What's your favorite part of the day?
Oh, not the middle of the day. I go back and forth between a morning and a night person. Like,
Yeah.
it really just depends on the mood I wake up in. But I can definitely be like real goofy and fun in the morning, or I'll stay up till 3 a.m. and fucking be loving it. So.
My favorite part of the day is nap time.
Well,
Hell yeah.
that makes sense.
It's like, what's your favorite class? Lunch?
Yeah. Recess?
Yeah.
Theater production?
Okay. Do you have a Swiss Army knife? I don't.
Yes.
I'm sure I do somewhere.
I have multiple.
If you were to enter food eating contest, it doesn't say it just says food eating contest. What would you want the food to be?
Hot dogs.
Well, that's the common easy one. You
Yeah.
just slam those down.
Mhm.
Just inhale them.
Well, the issue though is there bread or no bread?
Yeah.
Because bread makes it way harder.
Gotta dip it in water.
And
Oh yeah.
that is true.
That
Yep.
grosses me the fuck out that they do that, but I get why they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people think that like competition eaters should be like super fat, and that's not true actually. A lot of competition eaters are not like super big.
Yeah.
Like it's just they've conditioned themselves to have large stomachs. Like they eat a lot in every sitting. Or maybe not in every sitting, but like one meal during the day, they'll eat a lot to make sure that their stomach stays stretched out so they can't eat a lot.
Yeah.
And then they make sure to work out and burn the calories off and shit.
You know how toothpaste works?
In
You know,
what
like-
sense?
Like the tube.
what the
you know
fuck?
how, like a toothpaste tube works?
Look, okay. In what sense? Like
You squeeze it and the paste comes
Yeah.
out, and it's hard to put it back. Okay, so imagine putting it back in. A reverse one. A reverse toothpaste tube that you...
Like, can I use a syringe, or am I just trying to put the toothpaste
You're
back?
thinking about it too much. Imagine a reverse toothpaste tube. I am that tube. The food I would choose would be something that I could just shove into my mouth, and as I did that, it would just go into me nonstop. So, like, watermelon wedges, or pudding, or
Oh, okay, yeah.
a bowl of jelly.
Nothing
could-
that you have to chew.
Yeah, you just literally just... and then
Okay.
it's in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, babe?
I love pudding.
Good answer.
Next question.
Fuck yeah. Episode title right there.
No, the episode title is Laughing Crying.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like cat dicks kill, but
That is also a very good one. Not gonna lie.
what is one thing you wish you had the money to pay someone to do for you? Massage. Oh no, I would say I would want somebody to clean my house for me. That would be cool.
So a maid.
yeah, just like once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like to come in and like full clean, like everything, you
yeah,
know.
deep clean. That'd
Yeah,
be nice.
yeah, like
Put all my
that's what-
clothes away.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a
Oh
deep clean.
no, somebody to professionally like organize everything. Actually, I know somebody that does that. So
So a maid.
no, like a professional organizer. Like they come in and they take all the stuff out of your closet, or if they need to, and then like will fold it all back nice and neat. So kind of like a maid, but like
You just find a maid that has organizational skills.
yeah,
Words.
sure. What about
Yeah.
you?
You want your life to be like you live in a hotel.
Yeah.
Something that somebody could do for me. If I like, hold on. Say the question again.
What do you want, or what is one thing you wish you had the money to pay someone to do for you?
Do you want to come back?
Yeah, because I don't
I got one.
really have anything.
If I had, like, just fuck you money, like, if I could frivolously spend, like, so I've already got the maid shit taken care of. Like, if I've just got buku bucks, infinite money to spend, the one job that I would pay somebody to do that I don't like doing, even though sometimes it is satisfying, but I want there to be, like, see, the way my brain works is I think of a concept that already exists and then just be like, try to explain it like, it's this but reverse. So a reverse Sandman, where like instead of sprinkling the sand into your eyes while you sleep, I want a dude who, before I wake up, vacuums the fucking eye crusties out of the corner of my eyes.
You fucking serious?
I love getting my eye crusties.
Oh my fucking god.
I want to change my answer though too.
That's such a long fucking explanation for getting the eye crusties out of my eye before I wake up.
The longer you guys talk, the longer I sit here and think of dumb shit. So
You wanted to change your answer?
Yeah, I want a personal chef.
yeah.
I'll clean my own house. I don't mind. Actually, it's kind of like therapeutic. If I get mad at you, I'm just like,
Clean.
I'm just gonna clean my house because you're not home. But yeah, because then I could like, yeah, I would lose so much weight if I had somebody to cook my meals for me and make them delicious but like healthy.
You know
Mhm.
what? I think I'm gonna go with you on that because I had a real trouble with this question, trying to figure it out. Because I don't like sitting in the back of cars, so I wouldn't want somebody to drive me. Obviously, I'm not gonna have somebody work for me because, like, what? Like, I'm gonna pay somebody to work for me to make the money when I could just go make that money and then not have to pay anybody. Like, you see what I'm saying? So, like, no. There's like nothing else that I'm like I should do that shit basically. But like a personal chef, because I would eat a lot more. For sure. I don't eat enough. That is definitely something that I don't do. And like I usually skip out on breakfast. Well, like by the time I get up, especially now, like I eat what would be considered dinner for you and is like breakfast for me. And then I might eat something later on in the night, but like I don't get like 3 square meals in a day. Like it's not at all. So if I had like a chef or even like a nutritionist that kind of like helped me out with that shit, like I would definitely pay somebody for that.
While we were talking about food, and if we're just being full frivolous, I also want a guy who doesn't like ketchup, but he's the guy who, when there's the last bit of ketchup in the bottle, he has to fucking butter knife it out for my kids. Like a guy who just hates the smell of ketchup and hates the way it tastes and all that. That guy is the guy who gets the last bit out for my kids, and that's all he does.
I would pay a guy, speaking of ketchup, and I'm adding mustard into this too, pay somebody to shake up my ketchup and mustard
Oh yeah, that's a good
before
one.
I use it.
Yeah.
And then that way, if they ever fuck up and like I get the little like liquid shit that
Ugh.
comes
It's
out,
the worst when you forget to shake your ketchup and it's like.
I can just yell at them and then fire them and find somebody else.
Yeah.
And if I was still smoking weed, I would go the full like Snoop Dogg fucking
Oh, blunt roller.
blunt roller.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't smoke anymore, so pay somebody that always keeps
This
beer.
is a good question.
Pay somebody that always keeps beer for me or like makes beer runs for me or something
Uh-huh.
like that, you know? Like I'd pay somebody for that shit. But they'd also have to be like super cool too, like we'd have to be drinking buddies. Like could you like
How are they gonna get you beer all the time if they're drinking?
cuz you go and get the beer and then we drink. I'm not drinking all the time. So you're not going to be drinking all the time.
But then what if you want more beer?
Yeah.
No, the dude's going to be fucking smart and he's going to know like
Oh,
the certain situations and gonna be like, "Hey, go give me a 6-pack of Bud Light."
So this is.
And he's going to be like, "No, you're going to drink that 6-pack of Bud Light." And then you're going to want more. So he's going to be smart. And he's going to get 2 6-packs of Bud Light. And then he's going to come back. And I'm going to be like, you know what? You're a smart man. And then bada bing, bada boom. You know? That would be like if we got super big and then I basically just paid you.
Excuse me?
Think
to
about
do
it.
your beer runs?
Yes. And then they come back and drink with me. I literally, out of us, like, and what we do with the podcast.
Why
because
am I the
no,
one
listen,
that
no,
goes
no,
and gets
no,
the
no,
beer?
no,
Why
no,
don't
no,
you
no,
do
no,
your
no,
own
no,
beer
no,
runs?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay? Hear me out.
Okay.
Meow.
We are our own bosses. We have our own clothing company, okay? We have our own podcast. We make our own money, okay? And we do it 50-50, right?
Yeah.
So then I take a certain portion of that and I pay that to you to literally go and get me beer. And that's it. And then you come and drink with me
So I'm making more money than you.
like we
technically.
already do.
I didn't.
So then
I didn't
so-
choose that.
So then really
I didn't. That was
so then really
stolen valor. Stolen valor.
so then really it's 75-25 because you're getting probably 25% of my fucking money. Let's be real here. I'm a low-key alcoholic.
I'm skimming off the top.
So it wouldn't be 50-50. It'd be 75-25 because I give you half that shit to go and get the beer for me.
Hey,
What?
Yeah, we gotta split this 3 ways now.
yeah,
She's a major part of the show.
I read the questions. And I incorporated most of the TikToks. I included them.
What?
Today.
Only-
Today?
Yeah.
Only on-camera
Today?
actors can be picked.
You get... Okay, no, hold on.
I stopped
No.
mid-sentence because I felt bad.
I
no,
got
no.
your beer today,
No.
Buster.
No, when? I walked into the fucking store and bought the shit.
No, just now from the fucking fridge.
Oh, you got it from the fridge. Okay, but
Yeah,
I got it
because-
from the gas
Because
station.
they will
I
see
went,
me if
I
I
went,
leave, but
I-
if you leave.
I went on the beer run to go get the beer.
Wow,
and
good
went
for
into the
you.
store and got it.
You said,
If
I'm not
you
even
would've
going
done-
to drink tonight. And then you went and got beer.
And I changed my mind as I walked into the store. Okay? I can do that. I'm a man and I'm allowed to do that.
Hey. I don't want to talk about this one. It's a cop question.
A cop question? Just,
Have you ever been pulled over by a cop? If so, what were you doing?
Oh,
Dude, this dude over here
I
has
know,
so many
I know.
stories.
You want to go for 5 more hours?
So, and I don't even want to talk about stupid cops.
A-cab.
That's another thing we did downtown.
Is there a role in your life you feel very honored to have?
Well, I think that's a rhetorical question for all of us here. I think we all know what that role is.
Wife.
Really?
We all love being a wife.
Yeah.
No, for you, is it really?
Oh, I was gonna say parent or being a parent.
Yeah,
It was
fuck
kind of a
you.
joke.
I was,
because
no, it really did shock me though. I was like, wait a minute, like, are you making a joke right now? Or are you being serious?
it
'Cause,
depends on
like,
the day. Sometimes you're lucky to have me, and sometimes I'm lucky to have you.
This is
so-
totally true. I was definitely gonna say being a father, like for sure. Like that is definitely a role I'm fucking glad I have. But when you said wife, I was like, damn, okay, well, shit, fuck.
I just want a back massage.
She's like, I just want my feet rubbed later.
For
That-
you.
That's why
For you.
That's why we're doing a short episode because she wants her feet rubbed. Okay, just so you know.
I knew it.
You were like earlier before you came over because I didn't answer you for a little while. You were like, "I'll just wait till you're done having sex with your wife." And I was like, "I'm giving the baby a bath." I was like, "Having sex with her is the reason why." No, not just rubbing her feet is the reason why we're having a short episode. I'm not even gonna have sex with her. It's just the fucking rubbing her feet shit is the only thing that she wants.
Yeah. But giving a baby a bath is what we call that now. What are you doing? I'm giving my baby a bath.
Is there a role
Low-key.
in your life you feel very honored to have, or is it parent?
It's parent. I was trying to come up with joke answers, but fuck me. Don't give me long enough to think.
In one sentence, how would you describe your relationship with your mother? I'm sorry, I didn't read them all. This is why I read all the questions. This is why I'm so specific about my page picking.
My- the relationship with my mother is not very good. I rarely talk to her, and if I do, it's kind of more of like a high and by kind of thing, and then that's really it. I would say I have a better relationship with your mom than I do with my own mom. Real talk. I feel like I can talk to your mom about shit more than I can talk to my own mom. So that's basically where I'm at with that.
My mom's cool. I like my mom.
Yeah, I think you have a really good relationship with your mom.
Yeah, I enjoy hanging
Yeah.
out with her. It's pretty cool.
My relationship with my mom's great. She just sits on a shelf all day, and I call her a stupid bitch every so often.
I was gonna say next question. I wasn't even gonna let you answer, but okay.
You can yell at an urn all you want. They don't say shit back. It's a better relationship. Urns don't do drugs.
Oh my god, dude, I love you so much. I'm so sorry, man. Whew, this is a fucking heavy episode, man. Laugh and cry.
So
Is that like a speak and spell?
or like a sit and spin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
um, where and who was your first live concert?
Oh, this is a good one. Christina Aguilera and Rascal Flatts.
Where was it?
Downtown I think it was Nationwide Arena. I saw Christina Aguilera put a guy on a rotating thing and throw knives at him. And
Wait,
then
she herself threw knives at him?
or something along those lines. Yeah, I was like 7, so I don't really remember.
Oh.
But and then Rascal Flatts was my dad or my not my real dad, my first stepdad's like third removed cousin or something like that was the lead singer of Rascal Flatts. So we got like discounted tickets because he knows the organizer or some shit.
No shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Dope.
Yeah, was like my first concert. Because after, like, you asked that question, and I've always told people it was like Rock on the Range, but that's not true. Either it was Trans-Siberian Orchestra or Stomp.
I
One
was
of-
showing Amy Stomp the other day, and she loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Stomp too, dude. We watched when I was in like elementary school, bro. We watched
the broom part though.
that shit was dope. I literally like watching that shit. I was like, this is cool. I was
Yeah.
like, this, and I'm a percussionist. Like I was in percussion in high school, so like I'm a drummer myself. So like watching that shit, I was like, I'm gonna be on Stomp. I'm gonna be a part of Stomp. Like this is my goal is to get on Stomp because
What
that
if
shit's
your life
cool.
was following him around town to town while he did Stomp?
She would have a headache every fucking night. Let's be so real here, bro.
He's just practicing all the time, like.
On a metal trash can lid, okay? And she's like, I can't take this anymore. I would get all the sweeping done though.
How am I?
We would definitely own a house with nothing but hardwood floors. We would not have bought an apartment with carpet floors, I can tell you that much.
I don't. We're finding out that you're also a nerd during this episode. though, right?
I told you from the from that one episode. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that where you were like, I've gone through like every phase, and I was like, that's why me and you get along so
Yeah,
well, is
yeah.
because we've all gone through like every phase.
Yeah. What was your first one?
Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
And then
Yeah.
after that was Rod Stewart. But
That's even cooler.
I fell asleep at both concerts because I was so little.
Oh,
So
Giggity
were you
giggity.
at least awake for Maggie May? No.
I don't know.
Was that the one where he pooped his pants on stage?
What?
No
Rod
idea what
Stewart.
you're talking about.
Oh, am I too old?
Probably.
Rod Stewart famously pooped his pants on stage because by the time, like, mid 2000s, he's like 60 something, you know? So, like, they're rolling him out in a wheelchair to perform still. So there was famously, South Park made fun of it where I pooped my pants. And that's just,
That
was Rod Stewart in that episode.
Okay,
Yep.
heard that. All right.
I don't know. I must have missed it. Being asleep. Lame.
yeah.
So bare naked ladies. Hell yeah. I fell asleep at a NASCAR
It's
event.
been. I fell asleep at Trans-Siberian Orchestra with my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
I could not fall asleep during that. There's no fucking way, dude.
At a certain point, it's just so loud you don't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
If it's too loud, you're too old, bud.
There's too much happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Okay,
love
but-
Carol of the
okay.
Bells. Don't get me wrong.
But see,
but
okay, this is where I think that like people who read books and people who don't read books, okay? Where like you could fall asleep at Trans-Siberian Orchestra because you're like there's too much happening, but to me, that's not too much happening.
yeah, no,
that's-
the real world
that's-
sucks, and we dive into fake worlds so we don't have to deal with pain.
But then I choose to read these books that make me feel like even more sad.
She's reading a book about 3 different women, right?
I had to stop reading it because it was just so sad. Like it was just about like these 3 women. They lead like very different lives, and like the one like had a relationship like with her like one of her high school like teachers, and basically she's going through like the trial of it, and all these people are saying like basically like they don't believe her.
Hmm.
Like that it didn't happen, and the whole time she's sitting here thinking like, does he still love me? And that's so sad because it's like he was her abuser, and she's still sitting there thinking like years later, like she's not in high school, she's like in her like late 20s, I think, at this point, still sitting there thinking like, does he still think I'm pretty? Like, does he still want to be with me? Like,
Oh, the Stockholm syndrome, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's two other women that have like very different stories, and but yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
But I just love reading it.
There is something about like being depressed and reading depressing stuff that is almost therapeutic because you're like, oh, well, somebody else is writing about this, so at least they get it too in their own way.
I've read the book 13 Reasons Why like a billion times, like for that reason, because I'm like,
Yeah.
this is so depressing. It's literally about a girl who like kills herself. I'm
And
like,
then
let me
makes
read it billions of
Everybody
times.
be accountable for it
Mhm.
after she does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
I-
watched the show? Did you watch the show?
I think I
No.
watched like the first episode, but it's not the same.
I watched the whole first season and I
Yeah.
didn't watch past that because it's woo. But I'm sure the book is obviously different. Yeah.
Mhm.
With that, I felt that I had gone through enough in my life to kind of understand and
Yeah.
to be like, I'm not, I don't want to put myself in that situation. You know, I don't want to depress myself more than I'm already fucking depressed and like.
Well, it's real peak like high school level like fucked up reasons for what like it's not like the normal teenager like overreacting emotionally to things. It's like no, the football jock player guy raped a girl. Like it's
Yeah,
fucking-
yeah. I knew it was like
Yeah.
real shit fucking happened. It's not like you just got like people just talk to you and kind of bullied you and just by talking to you type
Yeah.
shit, and then you went and killed yourself. I was like, no, like real shit happened. Somebody got raped at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that much, and I was like, I'm not gonna put myself through that because I know I'll cry.
That's a healthy reaction. Sometimes you just don't need it in your life.
I don't. I
Yeah.
really don't.
Yeah.
Next question, babe.
How would you describe your attention to detail?
I would say pretty well in certain situations. Not all the time, but most of the time, I would say that I've got a pretty good attention to detail.
Yeah, I'm very observant, so I typically notice everything.
Yeah.
If I decide to like pay attention to it, otherwise it doesn't matter to me. It's like non-existent.
It has to be something I'm focusing on. So, like, when I get lost in editing the podcast, I'll make minor changes to things that people would not notice if I didn't make the changes. But to me, it's everything. Or when I'm drawing, like, the tiniest little mistake pisses me off, and then I have to, like, think of ways to fix the mistake that make me happy. So, when it
Yeah.
comes to stuff that I'm actually focused on, then yeah. But people often say that, like, they'll notice something about somebody, and I'd be like, well, it never occurred to me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
When are you gonna draw me a tattoo, man?
Well, you gotta tell me a vague idea of what you want. Fucking somebody I went to high school with hit me up on Instagram, wanted some shit too, and I'm like, you just gotta tell me like an idea generally, and then I'll draw something.
I want it to be like, like I guess because I'm not a very imaginative when it comes to that type of shit.
Yeah, well, no, you just give me a feeling, and then I'll come up with something.
Our relationship, I guess,
that'll be difficult, but all right.
yeah, like something that like, I guess something that like when like what do you think of me? Like when you think about me, like what do you think about? And it cannot be a dick. I will not get a dick tattooed on me, you son of a bitch. Okay.
There's so many thoughts running through my head.
But like
A
but, like,
banana with boobs.
she did show me a really fucking cool.
That was a dope that she showed me too.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was a banana slug with tits.
I will not get that though.
All three things.
I do want a banana tattoo, but if I'm gonna get a banana tattoo, I'm getting the banana Jesus tattooed on me. Like no joke. Like that shit is A1.
I like the banana Jesus.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
great.
Hey, so do you think laughing at someone else's misfortune is wrong?
Well, we just laughed at Wes's mom being dead and him dealing with that. So
And cat penises.
and his cat being dead also. So depends on the context. And like me and Wes have talked about it, like how we deal with
We've
like
made Kobe jokes.
yeah, with misfortune is like through kind of comedy and laughter. So like it depends on the context of it, really. Like if you're being an asshole about it, then no, it's not good to laugh at somebody and to be a dick about it. But like where like with Wes's mom, like I've sat there and I was there for that shit. Like we've gone through that tough time, and then we've gotten to the point where we can kind of make jokes about it or whatever, and like then that's cool, whatever. But if I would have just been a dick about it from the get-go and made some fucking joke about it, that wouldn't have been cool.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been fucked up for me to do. So I think it just depends on the context.
Okay. So, what used to scare you as a child?
Giant tarantulas. I had this dream one time that I was in my grandparents' van that they had at the time, and I was like looking out of the van, and then a giant tarantula came like running. We were on like a road that like had like a hill coming down it, right? And like so like it was like a drop off or whatever. Well, like kinda, but it wasn't like a huge slant. Well, this tarantula like came up it, right, and then the tarantula like started to attack the van, and then anybody that drag races will know who the fuck I'm talking about. John Force, which drives funny cars professionally, comes out of the giant tarantula and then tells me and my family that it is nothing but a prank. But it's like in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, giant tarantula. Then John Force comes out of the giant tarantula, tells me that it's all just a prank, and then I woke up. So giant tarantulas were a huge thing for me that I was scared of when I was a child.
How old were you? What'd you say when that happened?
Like 10 or 11.
Ah, too old. The movie Eight-Legged Freaks came out in 2002, so I was trying to figure out like if maybe you'd seen a trailer or something.
I was like 7 at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah, well, 2002. What are you, 97? 96?
What?
95.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. I'm bad at math.
You're 93.
Yeah, okay.
You're 93.
Mm-hmm.
You look good for your age.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
He's only fucking 2 years older than me.
93, that's old.
It's the same age as my brother.
93 years old? Your brother's
Oh,
90.
shut the fuck up. I know he's born in 93.
I know, I
fucking
was kidding.
Crazy ass woman. What was for you, Wes?
Werewolves.
Werewolves?
Yeah, the movie
Really?
An American Werewolf in London fucked me up. And I've always had like a dark sense of humor and just like been interested in like monsters and horror, and I love horror movies and I love fucking murder mysteries and all that stuff, and always have. So as a kid, like I was obsessed with monsters and like Goosebumps, and all that shit. So when I was probably like 6 or 7, I saw An American Werewolf in London when I probably shouldn't have. And there's like the sewer scene that happens where they get chased, and that just fucked me up for the rest of my life. To even still to this day, where sometimes I'm like, "There's a fucking that's a werewolf outside."
Horror movies and gore movies never fucked me up because the not CGI. That's not the word I'm looking for, but the
good ones that will scare everybody, like general audiences, are few and far between.
you might be able to jump scare me.
Yeah.
I get that.
No, but it would be
Get over
truly,
that
like,
shit.
disturbed and walk away from it feeling changed. That's few and far between.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I've never watched any fucking movie that has ever like
I'll give you a list.
fucked, please, because I would love to see a movie like that.
Yeah.
No, again, jump scare shit. Yeah, you'll get me in the moment, and then like I'll be like, oh shit, and then laugh.
Yeah.
And then be like, you got me, like type shit. But I've never walked away from a movie and been, oh, I take that back. Hard Candy.
Oh, yeah.
That movie did kind of fuck me up because that chick.
That's
like,
the one where she fake castrates the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's awesome.
And
Have you seen Hard Candy?
oh man, that's a good one.
Okay, so it's about this she's like 17, 18, or
Somewhere around
she's
there.
underage.
Yeah.
And she has like a history with dealing with like either her sister or somebody in her family or something like that, dealing with these online sexual predators. So she like she reverse catfishes a guy and treats it like she's falling into his trap and like goes along with him being like creepy older guy that's trying to like seduce her, and she plays along with it.
And then
And
all
then
of a sudden, she fucking flips the script on him.
She drugs him, and he wakes up, and it's like she's been doing this to sexual predators, and like she's out for fucking revenge. It's a great movie.
He's like strapped to a fucking table, like star strapped to a table. And,
yeah.
Like, she like has ice on his fucking like balls, and like keeps the ice on there, and then like starts fucking with his balls, and he's like, "Oh, I can feel that," and she's like, "Oh nope, gotta keep the ice on there till like I know you can't feel it," and then like fake fucks with him and like fake castrates him, and
Well,
like
that whole scene is meant to be like show you that she's fucking with him, but it goes on for a half hour of this back and forth of whether or not like what's happening is really happening, and there's like gore in between, and like the whole time it's fucking with him and fucking with you watching it. Yeah.
That was a fucked up movie. That movie did like, cause it like manipulated the fuck out of me. Like seriously, the whole movie, I was like, what?
By the end of it, you're like, that was a masterpiece. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
No, Hard Candy was a great fucking movie. Seriously. What about you, babe?
The Dark.
The
Man.
Dark.
Oh, good. Classic
Ooh,
answer.
Yes.
Perfect answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you risk your life to save someone? If so, who?
But I risk my life to save
This
somebody.
book's trying to start a fight.
Yes. And I mean,
I wish they could see you on camera.
multiple people. I mean, there's multiple people in my life that like, if it came down to it, fuck yeah, I'd risk my life to save them. I mean, fuck. Like, don't look at me. You've been looking at me like this the whole time. Like, you're like, are you gonna say me? Are you gonna say your wife? Would
I'm
you
just-
risk your life
because
to
it's-
save your wife? Duh. Fuck yeah, duh. I'd risk my life to save you, Amelia, Wes. Like, those are three people just off the top of my head. Of course, I would fucking run through a burning building to save any of you. Like,
I'll save anybody who rhymes with life. I'll save my wife because it rhymes with life.
all right, well, I guess I'm screwed. Austin does not rhyme with life at
I'll
all.
save a knife. I'll save a rife.
Strife.
Fuck off.
There we go.
Cause for me, it's like if you're gonna die, anyways, if I don't try and save you, then I have to live the rest of my life without having you. So if I can risk either saving us both or I'm gonna die too, well then I don't have to live the rest of my life without you.
Aw. I wouldn't risk my life for you. No, I'm just kidding.
I was waiting for that.
I think we both know that that's true though.
That's not true. Well, it depends. Am I risking my life? Like, do I have to run through spiders? Because I can't do that physically. Like, I just
do it.
won't.
I'd do it for you.
That's very nice.
What if it's like somebody holding you at gunpoint and then they're like tap dance or he dies? Like,
I'll tap dance.
yeah, see, we made it easier. She'll save your life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we would all. That was a stupid question. Next one.
That's all.
That's it.
That's all.
That's the last question.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. Well, this is I'm Austin.
I'm Wes.
And I'm Honesty.
This has been
And that was the most honest thing I've ever said.
And this has been Basement from the Blue Skies. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at Blue Skies from the Basement. You can also follow us on Instagram at Blue Skies Pod. You can follow us on Twitter at Blue Skies Pod. You can email us at blueskiespodcast@gmail.com. You can also call or text us at 614-600-2056.
Or you could subscribe to my OnlyFans.
You can check us out
You got that
on
set up yet?
our home base at
What about a wiki feed?
Podbean
Oh.
at blueskiesfromthebasement.podbean.com. We have a Venmo, a Cash App, and a PayPal, all Blue Skies Pod.
No reason to not fucking hit us up on one of those.
Right, please.
We need it.
Please, we really do. You can follow me at Blue Skies Guy 1 on Instagram. You can follow Wes at SavageDad_Wes. And you can follow my wife at Honesty is a Liar on Instagram.
You can hit up the Discord, find a link on the Podbean page or on our
Yes.
Facebook page.
Or on this episode that you're listening right now, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts, just go into the description. You can find the Discord link.
You
And
better be reading those. I
or-
spend at least half an hour on them every time.
seriously, and they're great. Okay, if you have not been reading the description for every fucking episode that you've been listening to, like, you're missing out. I read them every time because I don't know what he puts, and then I crack up when I read the descriptions, dude. Like, seriously, I do. I love the descriptions.
Thank you.
I really do. Like, you do a great job with it, and yeah. Did I get everything?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
T-Public, you said that?
No, I did not say that. If you want to buy some of our merch, including masks, we do have masks now, which in Ohio is mandatory if you're going out in public.
Put your
So
mask on, people.
We do have masks available on tpublic.com/BSFTB or /Blue Skies from the Basement. You can find our shit either way. So please help support us by either donating or buying our merch. It really helps us out. If you're on Apple Podcasts, I'm like
all right, Rick.
burping.
Like, what the
I know I really am pulling a Rick right now. But if you're on Apple Podcasts and you're listening on the Apple phone, if you can rate and review us, give us 5 stars and write a review for this podcast, that really helps us out a lot with iTunes and helping us get up there in the numbers and helping other people find us when they go to the Explore and everything. So if you could do that for us, we would really appreciate it. To the people out there that have given us 5 stars, thank you so much. To the one person that gave us 3 stars, fuck you.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna fucking find you and I'm gonna rape you in the ass. All right,
Eat
that's
dicks
what I'm
and
gonna
die.
do. Okay, I'm gonna get a goat to rape you in the ass. Is what I'm gonna do. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for all the support that we've gotten so
Where
much.
do you hire specialty goats?
Don't worry about it. We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, and later.
If you're not laughing, crying. Peace.